And with a look at some of the other business stories making news today, Haley Wooden is joining us now. And we're starting off with retailer Canada Goose that's making some waves today.
That's right. It said that Canada Goose could be looking at an initial public offering in February or March of this year. This is, of course, the Toronto-based luxury retailer known for its $900 jackets that are lined with real coyote fur, which is, of course, has courted controversy over the past number of years. According to Bloomberg, the company is looking at selling 10 to 15% of its shares on the Canadian and U.S. markets. It's looking to raise between $200 and $300 million. This would give Canada Goose a valuation of about $2 billion. And to put that in perspective, in 2013, Bain Capital acquired a majority stake in the company, and at that time it was reported the company was worth about $250 million. So in the span of just 4 years or so, the company is claiming that its valuation has gone up 8 times, which is significant growth. We don't have all the figures yet. That'll come when the company does decide to file its IPO. But we do know that Canada Goose has more than 1,000 employees worldwide. It opened a flagship store in New York late last year. So there have been signs of growth. And I think over the past decade, it's been such a weak time for IPOs in the retail space that a lot of people will be watching this one and how it fares.
All right. And all eyes on Germany and what's going on with Donald Trump. He is warning German automakers that they could face a 35% tariff if their vehicles aren't made in the U.S. I imagine this is causing a lot of concern today.
It really is. So it's BMW, Volkswagen, and Daimler, which of course has the Mercedes-Benz brand underneath it. All automakers holding their breath, and not just in Germany, around the world, whether it's GM or Toyota. Trump saying that he will slap these companies with a very high tariff if they don't invest more in the United States. It's a challenging situation. The automobile industry globally is such an integrated industry. All 3 of these German automakers have invested heavily in Mexico with production facilities there. BMW, for example, plans on investing $2.2 billion up to 2019 in Mexico. A lot of these companies, I imagine looking at whether they'll need to change their plans. No indication that any of them will yet. I think a lot of companies will be waiting to see what actually does come to fruition. But according to some academics, it's completely within the president's power to impose a tariff of up to 15% in the first 150 days or lasting that period. So it's very well a chance that Trump could actually live up to some of the things he said and impose a tariff. And fighting that legally, taking that to court, could take months, if not years. So it certainly is a claim that I'm sure a lot of companies are taking very seriously.
Yeah. Haley, any idea what that would mean for Canadians, for the Canadian market?
It's difficult to say. This really, I think, would impact, if we're looking at North America, Mexico significantly more than Canada, although we do have back east quite a significant auto industry. When we look at supplies and everything, the saying goes that it's not a Canadian car or U.S. car, it's really a North American made car, so it could absolutely significantly impact auto suppliers here as well. I think in Canada it seems as though the safe bet is to fly under the radar, as it seems to be Europe as well as in Mexico really catching the ire of the president-elect at this point.
Interesting. All right, Haley Wooden with Business in Vancouver with those stories today. Haley, thank you.